Today, I'm going to teach you guys how to make the most powerful rocket fuel in the world, hydrogen gas, right in your bathroom. This is the major reaction we'll be carrying out, and all you need is some drain cleaner, aluminum foil, and water. And there you go, hydrogen gas. But do take note that hydrogen gas is extremely dangerous, and a simple spark from switching electronics on and off can set it on fire. It may destroy your house. So I'm going to do some calculations to be sure I do not make extra hydrogen gas. I'm going to be loading my hydrogen gas into a 12-inch balloon, so I think filling it up to an 8-inch size would be pretty good. So I have my 8-inch, and I'm going to turn it into metric units into centimeters, and get the radius of the balloon. I then plug it into the volume formula for a sphere, and this is the volume of the balloon in liters. So we have the volume, and then since all we have is this, we would need to use something called molar mass, or moles, or stoichiometry, whichever. And the conversion we'll be needing is at the ideal gas law called PV equals nRT. And P here is the pressure in Pascal. V is the volume in liters. N is our desired value in moles. T is the temperature in Kelvin. And R is a constant, about 8.3144621. And after we plug all of that in, we have in our current environment precisely the volume over 24. That's our moles of hydrogen desired. And then we can simply use the ratio in the formula. So then for the reactants, we have 0.122 moles each, and that corresponds to 4.9 grams of sodium hydroxide and 3.3 grams of aluminum foil. Now we have our reagents placed inside a Poland Spring 1-liter water bottle, and it starts bubbling up like mad. However, the reaction is highly exothermic. As you can see, after the reaction stopped, the water bottle starts smoking, and the 24 I used did not account for the temperature increase. So a balloon went out of 8 inches, and I really had to stop reaction early. However, that's more than enough hydrogen gas. The reaction produces about 50,000 joules of energy, and is enough to heat up the water until boiling. Hydrogen gas in a balloon, though, is still really dangerous, and really you shouldn't light it on fire in the room. And the only way to set it on fire in a room is to inject it into some soapy water, and it doesn't come with a good sound. Now we have our beautiful hydrogen bubbles. We can finally have some fun. That was a nice little pop. And finally, for some real-world applications.
Go for main engine start. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. All three engines up and burning. 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. The final liftoff of Atlantis on the shoulders of the Space Shuttle. America will continue the dream.
Program, Houston. Roger, roll, Atlantis. Houston now controlling the flight of Atlantis. The Space Shuttle spreads its wings.
Hydrogen powers rockets, and your subscription powers this channel. Now hammer up that subscribe button to keep this channel going and for more science videos. Bye.